Hello, hello, and welcome one, welcome all. As you enter, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button. And let us just get into this conversation. All right, so we're here to continue to talk about recovery efforts in Jamaica and specifically what we can do as a platform to support, Jamaica as best as we can. As you know, we are a small platform, but for sure, with your help, we can definitely, get there together in terms of what we can do. So, in this context, we have a few things that we want to share and we have been sharing. So, if you're able to donate, please do that. Right now, you can use the super chat. All right, super thank you, super sticker to contribute. All right, that would be fantastic. That will definitely help. And hopefully later on, so later today, we should be able to share with you in the context of, you know, another way to support, especially for people in the diaspora. There's also going to be people in Jamaica. If you're able to support, we would really appreciate that support as well. So we are working out the different aspects in the context of the support. All right, and again, welcome, 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 and let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right, we need your help, and we want you to be a part of this. And do not believe that whatever it is that you're doing is not going to be, sufficient. As I shared, every little bit counts. So if you have one canned item, whatever it is, even if you're not sharing with us, please go and just donate. And I have also shared for people who have water running through their pipes and you're able to just get some clean bottles, get some water, and if you're able to transport that to even St. Elizabeth, the nearest point where you can go, so people can have water to bathe, even that, help, especially to people in communities who are still without water. So we want you to get an understanding. So I have shared with you already, JPS in the context of, updates, and I continue to share with you over there in WhatsApp. And so that we'll continue to do. And we ask you to, if you have updates to share with us, because that definitely helps, in the context of, what is happening. And so, guys, I am asking you, even if you're not able to contribute, that is totally okay. But once you're here on the live, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and share. Unfortunately, from yesterday's press briefing, we have lost, some more Jamaicans, all right, to, mad, malicious, miserable Melissa. And so I am going to go to that update from the Minister of Information. So let's go to the update. Welcome, Simone. Welcome.
To the number of deaths coming out of this hurricane, and the numbers that have been confirmed, and just noting these have been confirmed by the JCF, so they have investigated and they have concluded that these deaths were associated with the hurricane, and they have done so in conjunction with the JDF. And so the total confirmed fatalities coming out of Hurricane Melissa now stands at 45. And I'll go through parish by parish. Hanover, 2. Westmoreland, 15. St. James, 6. Trelawney, 2. St. Anne, 1. Portland, 1. St. Elizabeth, 18. So that's a total confirmed of 45. In terms of postmortems, they have been able to conduct 33 postmortems to date. And there are some that they're waiting to do the postmortems on. And so that is the confirmed number. The confirmed number is 45. And I know those are 45 families that are hurting deeply, really, really hurting. And so as we look at that number, we pray for those families. We pray that God will comfort them. It's a hard time. It's a hard time to deal with the death of a family member, plus be dealing with the aftermath of a hurricane. And so I ask all of Jamaica to please pray for these families as they traverse this very, very, very difficult time. As this number changes, I will get back to you and we will give you the latest numbers that we do have.
All right, so that's very unfortunate, and we send, prayers, comfort, everything to the families who have lost loved ones, who have lost physically. They have just lost. And so we need to just keep each other in our prayers. That is definitely important. From that press briefing, there was a question asked, and I believe, if I am not mistaken and if I am remembering correctly, there were an additional 8 deaths being investigated. So perhaps this number will increase, unfortunately. And so, guys, a lot of people are having a very hard time. And as I was sharing there with you in the context of, if you're able to just, if you have running water, just get some clean bottles. And if you could, get the water to St. Elizabeth, the nearest point where you can, that would be good. So people can even use it to bathe, that kind of thing. We're also being updated at this point that the NWSC is unable to access about 6 stations, and so that's going to be a challenge for water challenge for some residents. So in one is located in Content, St. Elizabeth. I am not too sure where that is. And then they have the other 5 stations are located in Hanover and Westmoreland. All right, and so that is going to be significant, and I'm just trying to check to see if there is anything more here there. But the good thing is that in St. Elizabeth, we're being updated that 28% of customers have had their water supply restored, 43% in Westmoreland, and 63% in Hanover. And so, if you're in these areas and perhaps you're not hearing me, and maybe, just maybe, it's just too much for you, but if you're not so badly affected, help out each other as best as you can. All right, and we're being informed that the biggest challenge, or one of the biggest challenge facing the NWSC, is inadequate generators. All right, and so we'll continue to monitor updates and we'll continue to share with you as best as we can. All right, so again, we'll be back later, hopefully. We just need to finalize some things because we're trying to see if you're able to contribute the items in a way where we can collect them, as opposed to collecting money, because I cannot do it alone, so I am going to be needing help. But at some point we're going to need money, because we're thinking of buying flour, rice, those things, for sure, and we'll see what else we can get. But to the people overseas, we don't have any, what you call it, like cash up or those things, because we're not that kind of platform, guys. And so at this point, we're just seeing how best we can help, from our resources, the little that we have, as well as your contribution. So again, if you're not able to help financially, please continue to send up those prayers. That is definitely needed. And also, you know, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, share, invite somebody over here on the channel, and, let them know that they can come. And, let's just keep the connections going in that way. Whatever it is that you can do, let us know. That would be fantastic as well. All right. And, we continue. I'm just checking on some updates here. There was a very unfortunate update, and I just want to acknowledge that, where I guess a small aircraft or plane unfortunately crashed in Florida, that was bringing supplies to Jamaica. We just want to send condolences to the families and friends connected with the two individuals who lost their lives in that context. So it's just sad, guys, and we just need to continue to lift each other up. Try our best to see what we can do. If you can help your neighbor, even if you can clean up. So, guys, there's a website. I believe it's supportjamaica.gov.jm. You can go there, all right, and sign up. All right, you can, so supportjamaica.gov.jm. You can go there and sign up to volunteer. All right, so that is something that you can do. All right, so you can go there and click volunteer now, and you can sign up. So all they need your full name, a contact number, your WhatsApp number. So if it's different from your contact number, email address, home address, gender, nationality, and they ask for a copy of your ID, and what would you like to do. So they have different areas in terms of volunteering: food distribution, shelter operations, first aid, medical assistance, transportation, driving, debris clearing or cleanup, communication or coordination, administrative, registration, counseling, psychosocial support, meal preparation, so cooking, or if you're a chef, other. Which parish do you prefer to volunteer in? So you have that, and they'll take emergency contact, availability. So when you're available, so is it like in the mornings, afternoons, evenings? Do you have your own vehicle? And they'll ask you the type, consent and safety, health conditions or limitations. So, let's say you can't do certain things, and there's a liability waiver, that you're participating at your own risk, and you're agreeing to receive updates via SMS, email, or WhatsApp regarding volunteer opportunities, and a privacy policy that you need to agree to, and then you click submit. So maybe I will do this in a little video, just so that you guys can see in real time what that looks like, because we like to bring the information to you, and we want to make it as easy and accessible as possible. And so that is something that we are going to keep on doing in the context of the information. So yes, guys, let me just quickly look in the chat here to see if I'm seeing any new comments. No new comments there. but we continue to do what we can do, and we ask that you continue to support us too in the best way you can. I know, we have people here who are going to be here and who are going to support us, and sometimes, guys, because this is not what we always do. Sometimes the time is not there. Sometimes, you see, I'll come now and we're going to try to see if we can get a time later. And then later it might just be a little bit more challenging. But we'll definitely see what happens. And greetings to you too, Simone. I'm so happy to know that you're in the chat, and I'm happy that you are glad to hear my voice. Right, so yes, we'll continue to update you. Let me just check here, and we'll let you know, for example, once we know where um they're doing like care packages, we'll continue to share that information with you, because that is definitely important. All right, so again, we're happy to have you here, and we'll continue to keep you posted. So look out for another video, hopefully later this evening, where we'll share more. But perhaps I'm just going to do a quick video to just show you how you can volunteer, and I don't know if I can do that now, but I'll have to sign out. But until then, guys, continued blessings and love, and let's continue to take care of each other. The word is love, and it's going to take time for us to bounce back stronger together, but we can do it. So, I mean, we have a number that we're trying to target, and we'll see how best that works in the context of care packages. And let's see if you guys will show up and show off as well. And again, we're going to try to see what we can do in the context of giving different spaces the opportunity to participate and help us as best as possible. All right, so on that note, I am going to call this one. Thank you so much for coming on. And if you're coming over after this live ends, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button. Blessings and love, everyone, and I will see you in the next live. Bye for now.